What is going on, my broskies? My name is Toadski, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, the data download happened right as the Jack Sugo Fest has begun today. Of course, if you guys haven't seen my pulls on the Jack Sugo Fest, I highly suggest you guys go ahead and do that. But yes, there was a data download a couple hours after the Sugo Fest has gone live, and it put in a brand new banner for us to go ahead and have a look at. Now, these characters are actually characters that came out a while ago with some additional characters as well. So we have the World Journey Straw Hats arriving back on this banner. Now, it is unfortunate that they do release these type of banners, because it would have been nice if these characters were just in the general population of regular rare recruit characters. However, they have separated these characters away from the regular pool, so if you want to get these characters, you can only get them from this banner itself. However, it is much better compared to the original World Journey banner. I don't even think I even did any pulls on it, because it was a pretty terrible banner. This time around, though, they have made it a little bit better, and we're going to be going through that in today's video. I also want to go ahead and talk about the new units. We've got a new Sanji and a new Reiju character, and the artworks for them look so clean, bro. But anyways, these banners are actually starting up on the 22nd of June, and they last all the way up until the 19th of July. So these characters will be out for a pretty long time. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about each of these characters, right? So the first one is going to be Sanji. Now, Sanji, his artwork looks really cool. Him as a musketeer, of course. He is a strength fighter powerhouse character. Weirdly, he has a sword, but he's still a fighter character, which is pretty weird. His max stats with limit break, yes, he does have a limit break. You can see there, 2,611 HP, 1476 attack, and 374 recovery. Captain effect of boosting fighter and powerhouse characters' attack by 2.5 times. And if your HP is below 50%, he's a 2.75 times captain. Not really an amazing captain effect overall. The main reason why you want to be getting these characters in the first place is because they actually have pretty good special abilities. So Sanji's special ability, maxing out at 13 turns, will go ahead and change your adjacent orbs into recovery. So he's really good to run as a sub anyway. And remember, because he treats, he gives you recovery orbs, that's really good, because there are so many different abilities these days that treat recovery as beneficial. So that's really nice. And then on top of that, he boosts fighter, powerhouse, and slasher characters' slot effects by 1.75 times for 2 turns. So that is a really nice addition, the fact that he's able to give you an orb boost. Though if you're running him on fighter teams, that doesn't really make much sense, considering you'd probably want to be running V2 Sanji as the captain anyway. So in that circumstance would make sense. Then again, if you're running like a fighter team, I guess a good orb booster for fighters would legitimately just be Gear Force Snake Man. But anyways, he's an orb booster for 2 turns. But then if your HP is 30% or below when you activate the special, he gives you 2 times orb effects for 2 turns. I believe that is a rainbow orb boost as well. So it's either a class specific orb boost for those 3 classes, 1.75 boost for 2 turns. But if you're below the threshold, it's a rainbow 2 times orb boost for 2 turns. So that's awesome, right? So he has that ability there, which is pretty useful. Probably won't see that much play. As I said before, for fighter teams specifically, it doesn't really help them out that much. For Powerhouse, maybe, but I mean, we're about to get the V2 Germa batch, likely going to be coming for the French anniversary, which basically is the best new Powerhouse batch anyway, so I don't know. I just don't really see this guy really being used all that much overall. He does have sailor abilities as well. He'll go ahead and make fighter and powerhouse and slasher characters' recovery slots have matching slot effects. There you go. So that works out really well with his special ability, meaning his special guarantees you 3 guaranteed matching orbs, as well as your orb boosting effects, which is nice. And also reduces his own special reverse by 2 turns. You don't see that too often on a character, the fact that, you just have that innate ability to rewind your special forward when it gets rewind backwards, so that's pretty good to have. In terms of his limit break abilities, his first one is Enrage, giving him 150 additional attack, and his secondary one is Recovery Bind, reducing it by 5 turns. So Sanji is just okay. Not an overly amazing character, but he's okay. Reiju, though, I am a massive fan of this character. Not only is the artwork absolutely phenomenal, but she actually has really nice abilities. So Reiju is a Psy slasher powerhouse character, and at max level, at level 99, you can see her stats there, 2338 HP, 1454 attack, and 438 recovery. Her captain effect will boost slasher and powerhouse characters by 2.5 times, and then give them a 1.2 times recovery boost. Her special, though, maxing at 13 turns, removes all forms of poison, and completely remove SFX, which is the blindness effect. So poison and blindness get completely removed on your team, and then boost fighter, powerhouse, and slasher characters' attack by 1.75 times for 2 turns. But if you have 3 or more recovery orbs when you activate the special, instead of it boosting those classes, it's going to be a 2 times rainbow attack boost to all characters for 2 turns. So this is why I much prefer Reiju, is because she has nice utility, removing blindness and poison, as well as the potential to be a rainbow attack boosting captain for multiple turns. Reiju is fantastic. I think hands down she's the best World Journey character to ever be released. She also has 2 crewmate effects, one boosting the base attack and recovery of fighter, powerhouse, and slashers by 50, and then also the same as Sanji, reducing her own special reverse by 2 turns, and also she does have 2 potential abilities with critical hit attack, 70% chance for 6% extra damage, and pinch healing. When you are below 50%, you get 1.5 times her recovery if you land it perfect. So overall, I think Reiju's freaking awesome. I would love to get my hands on Reiju. But you know, it is these type of banners, and they're really not worth pulling on. Speaking of the banners, let's actually start talking about this banner, right? So the World Journey Rare Recruit. This time Sanji and Reiju are here in their Musketeer outfits. Obviously, it's the collaboration between Banpresto with their World Journey figurines, so that's really awesome. Including the previous Wild West style Luffy, Zoro, and Nami, these World Journey characters will also be rate boosted. So yes, you can also pull the previous ones, as we said earlier. And for a single and multi-pulls, all characters will join your crew at level 50, and it's also an all-gold banner, which is awesome. You know, the fact that you don't get silvers in this, which is awesome again. And then for the structure of this banner is ridiculous, right? Every single multi, up until the 9th multi, is 30 rainbow gems. Yes, you heard that correct. You've got multi 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. All of those multis that I just mentioned are 30 rainbow gems, and 3, 6, 9 are also 30 rainbow gems. And then on those steps with 3, 6, and 9, you are guaranteed to get a World Journey character at max level and max special level. And it also says here that it looks like the characters that you get from the World Journey seem to have max sockets as well. So if they only have 3 sockets, which would be their unevolved versions, they would have Despair, Bind, and Auto Heal. And then if you pull them with 4 sockets, they get charge specials as well. So that's actually really nice that they come with the max sockets as well. Max level and special if you pull them on those guaranteed steps. Also, the World Journey characters, including the new Sanji and Reiju, post-evolution forms will be trusty characters in the upcoming treasure map. Now, going off the top of my head, I am not 100% sure if any of these World Journey characters are really even going to be that useful for the next treasure map, but it's saying, you know, if you do get them, they're going to be boosted, which is nice for team building, you know, to have more options building your teams out against the treasure map. But, you know, if you do choose to pull here, which I would suggest a lot of you guys really not to be pulling here, you guys really should be saving for, well, the next big Sugro Fest to be saving for is the French anniversary, arriving at the end of July or the start of August. So that's the next banner you guys should really be saving for. You really do not need to be pulling on these banners with characters that are really subpar for the most part. I'm tempted to do, you know, maybe a multi, because it is a discounted multi at the end of the day. These characters really aren't that exciting to me personally, but I don't know, you guys might see something different here. And I think aside from that, that looks to be about it. So obviously we cannot check the rates yet. We have to wait until the actual banner arrives on June 22nd at 1900 PST. But there we go. That's pretty interesting. They actually did put out a tweet a couple of days ago about these characters are going to be arriving soon, and that's all we really knew. We knew that they were going to be coming soon, but we didn't have a set date for them to be released. But now we do, which is good to see. Also, something to note as well is that It was weird when the original World Journey Straw Hats came out. They just came out of nowhere for no apparent reason, and they weren't really used for any specific piece of content. So the fact that they weren't really used for any specific piece of content means that they're definitely not characters that you need to be pulling for, which is good. You know, it is good to save your gems, especially for people out there that aren't free to play and you guys actually spend money on the game. This is 100% a banner you do not need to pull for. These characters are not required for any piece of content. These are just like extra characters to have to flaunt in your character box. That's the only reason that you'd really want to be picking up these characters. I guess that's about it, guys. That's all the info that we have right now. If we have any more news come out soon, I'll be making sure to update you guys in the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to go ahead and hit the like button. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I will see you guys within the next video.